Alright, today we're having a look at Taser Temple by Art Before PS. Alright, so here we are in Taser Temple by Art Before PS, I think, or maybe Art Baps. I honestly don't know, and I feel kind of bad about that. The creator page, title page, says that it is a puzzle platformer, and I'm kind of excited. I feel like I haven't played, like, puzzly puzzles in a bit. X is jump. Are you, like... Oh! Well, that's nifty. Oh, I like that. I like that lots. I hope that gets expanded on, because I think that is a neat little thing. There's an eyeball up there. Okay, it's on it. Okay, it's a sticker. I get it. I was just not sure because the sticker kind of blended into the environment. Oh, yo, I didn't, okay. I should have been paying more attention. I guess that kind of corrugated plastic material, that's a bit of a tough one. Corrugated plastic material, I guess, is blasting out the lasers like that. Okay, cool. Love it. I mean, I actually do love that. I know that sounded a little bit like snark, and it wasn't. I think that's pretty neat. Are we okay? We're safe. I honestly wasn't sure if we were gonna be. It's a really neat idea, and I'm just wondering, like, if we're gonna get a little bit more. Now that's weird. Like, I don't feel like there's much challenge in the build yet. Oh, can I climb this? Of course I can. I gotta. Whoa! Sneaky Pete. Nobody likes you, Sneaky Pete. That's not true. Oh, crumbs. That's very close. Okay. Do I like that? I mean, it's fine. I don't not like it. But how do we feel about this? Like, it's a real neat idea. Like, I wanna. That makes it sound so, like, blah, and that's not like where I am. I really do think it's a cool idea. I just kind of want to see more difficulty with it. Now, like, should I go up or should I go over? Because there was a whole thing over there, right? That we could have engaged with. No, I'm not, like, I can't now. I gotta know what's over there, or it's gonna bug me. There was a musical sting, and I honestly thought that it was, I thought it was the... Wait, that's it? I thought it was my alarm. Oh, the alarm is going off now. Okay, so we gotta go back to the hub. We'll see you there. See yas! And we're back, and Temple, check out, Taser Temple. Sorry, Taser Temple by... I'm still not sure if this is Art Before PS or Art Baps. I mean, it feels like as a word, it makes more sense that it's Art Baps, but we're gonna go with Art Baps. And I apologize, Art, if I'm messing up your name, but please do forgive me. But anyways, Taser Temple, and I honestly really enjoyed it. I had a really good time with this one. It is a yellow square, and there are some reasons for that, but they're not, like, really significant reasons. I don't really think that the level has done anything wrong. I don't think there's just, like, major errors in the way that the level is set up. Just, like, little things that I kind of wished were there, or a little bit more polished perhaps. But anyway, so what we've got is basically what we saw in the video. There really wasn't too much of the level left over beyond that point. And you've got, like, just your... It looks on the surface to be like a straight platformer, just, you know, kind of running and jumping in this temple environment with a little bit of the, you got, like, the circuit board stuff to kind of give the feel of a, like, a high-tech environment, but mostly it's temple's environment, and the music kind of backs that up. But you've also got, like, this laser grid puzzly type of thing that's going on. It's a really neat effect, and what you got going on is, so every time that you jump, then all the lasers are going to swap back and forth, and that's throughout, like, the entire level, as far as I could tell, like even if I was relatively far away from something, it's like they're all on the same bit of logic, and I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was kind of neat. Didn't necessarily need to be set up that way, but I appreciated that it was. And so you're kind of trying to think of, you know, do I need to jump here, or like how can I set it up so that when I have to jump, that it's going to turn off the laser and not going to kill me. And that's like the theory, and that's, I really liked the concept behind that. But like one of the issues that I do have, that I could kind of bring it down, is that there aren't really a lot of places in the level that force your hand. Like it's really easy to see like where you're gonna have to be jumping, and where you would just want to run forward and drop off of things in order to, you know, not get yourself killed. I need to be upfront, I did get myself killed in some really fantastically silly ways that I totally didn't need to die, because it's really obvious from what's going on the screen. And I kind of almost wish that there had been like maybe flying hazards, or like something that you would have to choose how to engage with. Like, do I jump over this thing, or do I wait for it to kind of like pass over me if it's moving in like a wave pattern, for example, to make sure that the laser that I'm going to be encountering will be turned off. Like, there's things that are forcing you to jump in between, not just the lasers themselves. So like something to make it a little bit more difficult, something to kind of engage that puzzle aspect of it, because that was unfortunately lacking in the level. Like otherwise there's not that much going on, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like I like that the level was focused on what it was, but like you're not seeing a whole bunch of other stuff get tossed in the mix as well. Basically the only other kind of gameplay element that you've got going on in the level is a bit of climbing. The climbing section was a little bit wonky, I kind of felt, because the way the cameras are, and it could be really difficult to see the spinning bits that are like coming up ahead of you. You can do it. Like I died there I think once, because I was trying to get like every single point bubble, because I you know, that's just the way I roll, and I ended up getting killed there. But it's not that hard, but it is a little bit tricky. There's a little bit earlier on I mentioned the video where you've got some hologram material, big chunky slabs of hologram material that is going to be electrified, and it's on a timer, and you can see the timer. It's all like, it's very clear, nothing's hidden from the player. I did appreciate that, but just the way the camera's angled, it could be a little bit tough to see, like, am I in the area that's going to be zapped with a hologram? But it's not that tough. You do see the hologram material come up a little bit later on towards the end of the level. They're thinner materials, they're on a bit of a faster timer, and they're also in a climbing section that you'll be dealing with. But like at the end of the day, it's not like anything that's really too tricky. Was a few question marks that I had, not like question marks like these are like bad, just why were these decisions made. There's a bit where like you've got a triggerable bounce pad, and there's like a nice set of score bubbles above it that's going to give you a nice chain, so there's no reason why you wouldn't jump on that bounce pad. But it leads to a checkpoint, and it's kind of like, but why though? Like, is this where, if you were speedrunning, is it like an added challenge? Like, we could just skip that checkpoint and bet that we're not going to die, but like we're also giving up the point bubbles there, so, and there's not a race, so I don't really know why that decision was made. The bit that we saw at the end of the level where like we were really close to the end of the level, and then I got kind of cold feet, and I was like, there was that section that was opened up, and we should peep that, we should check that out. So I went all the way back around to get up there, and it was 3 score bubbles and a checkpoint, and it was like, but why though? Again, like, is this meant to make it like an optional challenge for me? Like, I could forego that checkpoint and just like gamble on not dying in the section beneath? I don't know precisely. So that was a bit of a question mark point as well. The only other thing that was kind of wanted to mention in the level, it was a neat little tricky bit that I wasn't expecting, and I know that players used to do this a lot, and I haven't really seen it, and then I just saw it recently in an ads 4F live stream with people putting point bubbles behind the scoreboard, and if you jump down and you land like right behind the post of the scoreboard, it won't trigger the scoreboard. You get those extra point bubbles on your score, because I noticed that our Baps had 100 points ahead of me on the scoreboard. He's at number 1 and I'm at number 2, and I was like, well, where the heck are those last 100 points? Because I got like every chain that was possible for me to get. I picked up like all the scores. I guess I could have gone a little bit faster on the climbing section. What's going on here? And I just like was kind of screwing around before, you know, doing the recording here to get a little bit of extra B-roll and get it fresh in my mind. And I happened to jump in the layer behind the scoreboard. It was like I heard the popping of the score bubbles. I was like, oh, you hit him back there. Oh, you clever lad. Oh, Art. So that was kind of cute. It was definitely unexpected. And that brings us to the end of Taser Temple. I really like this one. I really like this one. I think it could be polished up, like presentation. But I think is a big place that could use some polish. But I think it could be polished up and added onto a little bit more to make it a stronger level. But as it stands now, it's a really fun, like 3.5, maybe 4 minutes max if you're going slow. And I think that slots into just about any play session. So yeah, absolutely, I recommend this one, and I hope that you have a good time with it. Art, thank you so much for bringing the level to us. I know that you've got a newer series that's up on your Earth, and I maybe will play through some of those on the stream. But that pretty much does it for us here at Disco About. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigasamariota, sayonara, see you, and ciao.